An American tourist in Paris complained about the weather forecast. Why does it say 20 degrees? She asked. A French person seemed confused. That's the temperature. The American insisted, that's freezing. The French person smiled. No, it's warm. The American argued, 20 degrees is cold. The French person explained, we use Celsius. The American looked shocked like this was news. I watched an American in London panic about the heat. It's 90 degrees, he said. A British local seemed puzzled. It's 32. The American insisted, that's what I said. The local noted, no, Celsius. The American argued, everyone uses Fahrenheit. The local smiled. Only America does. The American seemed genuinely shocked. What? The local nodded. You're the only one. An American student in Berlin couldn't understand temperature science. Why do thermometers say 0? She asked. A German student seemed confused. It's freezing point. The American insisted, that's 32. The German explained, in Fahrenheit, yes. The American argued, that's how everyone measures. The German smiled. Not here. The American asked, what do you use? The German said, Celsius obviously. At a cafe in Rome, an American ordered iced coffee. It's 85 degrees, he said. An Italian barista seemed puzzled. It's 29. The American insisted, that's what I said. The barista explained, Celsius. The American argued, why not Fahrenheit? The barista asked, why would we? The American said, it's better. The barista replied, for you maybe. Not for rest of the entire world today. An American family in Tokyo complained about weather reports. These numbers are wrong, the mother said. A Japanese local seemed confused. They're accurate. The father insisted, says 15 degrees. The local noted yes. The mother argued, that's cold. The local smiled. It's pleasant. The father asked, what system? The local said, Celsius. The family looked at each other confused entirely. I overheard an American in Sydney argue with a pharmacist. This thermometer is broken, she said. The pharmacist seemed puzzled. It works fine. The American insisted, shows 37. The pharmacist noted, that's normal body temperature. The American argued, should be 98. The pharmacist explained, in Celsius. The American asked, why? The pharmacist said, because we're not America clearly. An American tourist in Madrid panicked about pool temperature. It says 25, he said. A Spanish lifeguard seemed confused. That's comfortable. The American insisted, that's freezing. The lifeguard smiled. No, it's warm. The American argued, 25 is cold. The lifeguard explained, Celsius not Fahrenheit. The American looked frustrated. Why doesn't everyone use Fahrenheit? The lifeguard replied, why should we? Good question he couldn't answer. At a hospital in Amsterdam, an American refused thermometer reading. This can't be right, she said. A Dutch nurse seemed concerned. It's accurate. The American insisted, says 39. The nurse noted, you have fever. The American argued, should be higher. The nurse explained, Celsius scale. The American asked, can you convert? The nurse replied, can you learn? The American looked offended by that simple question. An American businessman in Singapore complained about air conditioning. It's set to 20, he said. A Singaporean colleague seemed confused. That's cold. The American insisted, that's freezing. The colleague noted, it's comfortable. The American argued, I want 70. The colleague asked, 70 what? The American said, degrees. The colleague smiled. We use Celsius here. The American looked annoyed and frustrated. I watched an American in Stockholm argue about winter weather. It's -10, she said, horrified. A Swedish local seemed calm. Yes, winter. The American insisted, that's deadly. The local smiled. We survive. The American argued, how? The local explained, it's Celsius. The American asked, What's that mean? The local said, 14 Fahrenheit. The American replied, why not just say that? The local sighed deeply today. An American student in Copenhagen couldn't understand weather apps. Why is everything in weird numbers? He asked. A Danish student seemed amused. They're normal. The American insisted, nothing makes sense. The Danish student nodded to you. The American argued, Fahrenheit is universal. The Danish student smiled. Actually, Celsius is. The American looked shocked. Really? The Danish student nodded. Yes, really. At a pool in Athens, an American refused to swim. Water's 18 degrees, she said. A Greek attendant seemed confused. It's refreshing. The American insisted, that's ice water. The attendant smiled. No, pleasant temperature. The American argued, 18 is freezing. The attendant explained, Celsius, not Fahrenheit. The American asked, why can't you be normal? The attendant replied, we are normal. You're the exception to the rule. An American family in Vienna argued about thermostat settings. It says 22, the father said. An Austrian host seemed puzzled. That's comfortable. The mother insisted, that's cold. The host noted, it's warm. The father argued, we need 72. The host asked, Celsius? The mother said, Fahrenheit. The host smiled. Not here. The family looked confused and slightly annoyed. I overheard an American in Dublin complain about weather forecasts. These temperatures are insane, he said. An Irish local seemed amused. They're accurate. The American insisted, says 12 degrees. The local noted, mild day. The American argued, that's freezing. The local explained, Celsius scale. The American asked, why? The local replied, why not? The American had no good answer at all. An American tourist in Oslo demanded Fahrenheit readings. Can you convert this? She asked. A Norwegian guide seemed tired. It's simple math. The American insisted, I don't do math. The guide noted, multiply by 9, divide 5. The American argued, too complicated. The guide said, or learn Celsius. The American replied, that's un-American. The guide looked at her blankly. At a beach in Barcelona, an American checked water temperature. 23 degrees? He said, concerned. A Spanish local seemed confused. Perfect for swimming. The American insisted, that's way cold. The local smiled. It's warm. The American argued, makes no sense. The local explained, different measurement system. The American asked, why different? The local replied, because world is big. Not just America exists out here today. An American businessman in Munich complained about hotel room. Thermostat shows 19, he said. A German manager seemed puzzled. That's normal. The American insisted, that's freezing. The manager noted, it's comfortable. The American argued, I want 68. The manager asked, Celsius? The American said, Fahrenheit obviously. The manager smiled. We don't use that. The American looked genuinely annoyed now. I watched an American in Zurich refuse weather reports. This app is broken, she said. A Swiss colleague seemed confused. It works fine. The American insisted, shows -5. The colleague noted, yes, cold. The American argued, that's impossible. The colleague explained, Celsius measurements. The American asked, can I change it? The colleague said, you can learn it. The American looked offended by the mere suggestion. An American student in Brussels demanded American measurements. Why won't this convert? He asked. A Belgian classmate seemed tired. Just learn Celsius. The American insisted, Fahrenheit is easier. The classmate disagreed. Not really. The American argued, makes more sense. The classmate asked, to whom? The American said, Americans. The classmate noted, you're 4% of world. The American had no response to that fact at all. At a spa in Iceland, an American complained about sauna temperature. 90 degrees Celsius? she said, panicked. An Icelandic attendant smiled. That's correct. The American insisted, that's boiling. The attendant noted for water, yes. The American argued, can't be safe. The attendant explained, it's 190 Fahrenheit. The American calculated. Oh. The attendant asked, see? The American admitted, still confusing. The attendant sighed. You'll learn eventually. An American family in Lisbon argued about cooking temperatures. Oven says 200, the mother said. A Portuguese neighbor seemed normal. Standard temperature. The father insisted, that's too hot. The neighbor noted, it's Celsius. The mother asked, what's that? The neighbor explained, different scale. The father argued, why? The neighbor replied, because we're not American. The family looked frustrated completely. I overheard an American in Prague demand weather in Fahrenheit. This makes no sense, he said. A Czech local seemed amused. Makes sense here. The American insisted, everyone uses Fahrenheit. The local smiled. Only you? The American argued, that's wrong. The local noted, you're outnumbered. The American asked, by how much? The local said, literally everyone else. The American looked shocked by this revelation today completely. An American tourist in Helsinki complained about winter warnings. -20? She said, horrified. A Finnish local seemed calm. Normal winter. The American insisted, that's death. The local smiled. We survive. The American argued, how cold really? The local calculated. -4 Fahrenheit. The American said, why not say that? The local replied, because we're Finnish. Not American at all. At a restaurant in Warsaw, an American questioned meat temperature. 63 degrees? He asked, worried. A Polish chef seemed confused. That's safe. The American insisted, too low. The chef noted, it's Celsius. The American argued, should be higher. The chef explained, 145 Fahrenheit. The American said, why so complicated? The chef replied, it's not. You just don't know metric system used by world. An American student in Edinburgh refused science class. These numbers are wrong, she said. A Scottish teacher seemed tired. They're correct. The American insisted, water boils at 212. The teacher noted, in Fahrenheit. The American argued, that's right way. The teacher smiled. Not here. The American asked, what do you use? The teacher said, Celsius like everyone. The American looked confused and somewhat defeated today. I watched an American in Melbourne panic about heatwave warnings. 40 degrees? He said, concerned. An Australian local seemed serious. Yes, dangerous heat. The American insisted, that's not hot. The local noted, it's Celsius. The American calculated slowly. 104? The local nodded. Now you understand. The American asked, why not say Fahrenheit? The local replied, because we're not bloody American. Obviously not at all. An American family in Montreal complained about weather channels. Everything's in wrong units, the father said. A Canadian neighbor seemed amused. Wrong for you. The mother insisted, should be Fahrenheit. The neighbor noted, we use both. The father argued, why? The neighbor explained, metric is official. The mother asked, when did that happen? The neighbor said, 1970. The family looked shocked, it's been that long. At a bakery in Lyon, an American questioned oven temperatures. Recipe says 180, she said. A French baker seemed normal. Standard baking temperature. The American insisted, that's too low. The baker noted, Celsius. The American argued, should be 350. The baker calculated. That's what it is. The American asked, why different numbers? The baker replied, different systems. The American said, ours is better clearly. An American businessman in Seoul demanded temperature conversions. Can someone translate this? He asked. A Korean colleague seemed amused. It's not language. The American insisted, might as well be. The colleague noted, just math. The American argued, I'm not good with math. The colleague said, learn. The American replied, that's hard. The colleague smiled. Being American abroad is harder apparently. I overheard an American in Dublin argue about body temperature. Thermometer says 37, she said worried. An Irish nurse seemed calm. That's normal. The American insisted, should be 98. The nurse noted, same thing. The American argued, different numbers. The nurse explained, different scales. The American asked, why 2 scales? The nurse replied, because America refused to change. The American looked offended by truth. An American student in Reykjavik complained about weather apps. This is useless, he said. An Icelandic classmate seemed puzzled. Why? The American insisted, can't understand it. The classmate noted, just Celsius. The American argued, should offer Fahrenheit. The classmate said it does. The American asked, where? The classmate showed settings. The American looked embarrassed. Oh. The classmate smiled. Technology helps ignorance. The American had no response. At a gym in Rotterdam, an American questioned sauna settings. 80 degrees? She said confused. A Dutch attendant nodded. Standard temperature. The American insisted, that's not hot. The attendant explained Celsius. The American calculated. 176? The attendant confirmed. Yes. The American asked, why make it confusing? The attendant replied, it's only confusing to you. Rest of world understands Celsius perfectly fine without any issues. An American family in Oslo refused outdoor activities. It's 5 degrees, the mother said. A Norwegian guide seemed confused. Perfect hiking weather. The father insisted, that's freezing. The guide noted, it's Celsius. The mother asked, so? The guide calculated. 41 Fahrenheit. The father said, why not say that? The guide replied, because we're Norwegian. The family looked frustrated entirely. I watched an American in Geneva argue with weatherman. Your forecast is broken, he said. A Swiss meteorologist seemed tired. It's accurate. The American insisted, says 0 degrees. The meteorologist noted, freezing point. The American argued, that's 32. The meteorologist explained, in Fahrenheit, yes. The American asked, why use Celsius? The meteorologist replied, because we're civilized. The American looked offended by that statement completely today. An American tourist in Budapest demanded menu translations. What's 63 degrees? She asked. A Hungarian waiter seemed confused. For what? The American said, this steak. The waiter noted, Celsius. The American argued, need Fahrenheit. The waiter calculated. 145. The American asked, why both systems? The waiter replied, only you use Fahrenheit. The American said, that's wrong. The waiter disagreed. That's just facts actually. At a pool in Valencia, an American refused to swim. 20 degrees? He said concerned. A Spanish lifeguard seemed normal. Nice temperature. The American insisted, that's freezing. The lifeguard explained, Celsius. The American calculated poorly. 68? The lifeguard confirmed. Yes. The American asked, why not just say that? The lifeguard replied, because literally nobody else uses your system here. An American student in Krakow complained about science textbooks. All these numbers are wrong, she said. A Polish teacher seemed frustrated. They're correct. The American insisted, water freezes at 32. The teacher noted, in Fahrenheit. The American argued, that's right. The teacher explained, we use Celsius. The American asked, why? The teacher said, because we're not America. The American looked defeated by this simple fact. I overheard an American in Tallinn demand American measurements everywhere. Why won't anything convert? He asked, frustrated. An Estonian colleague seemed amused. It does. The American insisted, not automatically. The colleague noted, settings exist. The American argued, should be default. The colleague asked, why? The American said, we're important. The colleague smiled. You're 4%. The American replied, still important. The colleague disagreed. Not that important. An American family in Ljubljana argued about thermostats constantly. We want 72, the mother said. A Slovenian host seemed tired. 22 Celsius? The father insisted, no Fahrenheit. The host noted, same temperature. The mother argued, different numbers confuse us. The host said, then learn. The father replied, that's hard. The host smiled. Being guest is harder when demanding. The family finally went quiet today. An American tourist in Bruges sat confused with weather app. A Belgian local approached kindly. Need help? The American looked up. Nothing makes sense. The local smiled. You're in Europe. The American said, weather says 15. The local noted, 59 Fahrenheit. The American asked, why not show that? The local explained, because you're the only country still using Fahrenheit. The American insisted, but we're America. The local smiled gently. Exactly. That's the problem. You think world revolves around you. It doesn't. The American sat quietly. Maybe we should learn Celsius. The local nodded. That would be a good start for once.